friends, welcome back to Adike's InfoTech channel. Okay, in the last session we have discussed this how to design mapping to load alternate records or even or odd records to the target table. So I have given exercise based on this scenario. You can design this output, correct? So based on the subscribers, so they couldn't able to figure out how to design this mapping to get this output. Okay. So that's okay, but you have tried it. I appreciate that one. Let's first of all let's discuss about this. Okay, how we can achieve this output. First, whenever if you have a scenario, okay, or when you are preparing for this Informatica or IICS, the first thing is if you have any scenario like this, first you need to think about. You have to think like in a backwards. Okay, so this is the, let's say, starting point is this and this is the ending. So if you think from the starting, you might not get in a proper way to reach the output. Okay, so for that, if what you can do is you can try to think backwards. From backwards, how you can if you analyze, then you might get a solution or you might get an ideas how to design the mapping. Okay, so now let's try to think. So this is the output. How we can get this output from these two tables. Okay, so as I said in the earlier session, we have to give a sequence to each record. So that is the first and most top priority. So you have to give a sequence to all these records. So that's one, the first step. So table A. So to create this sequence, you should have an expression, right? Take one expression and provide sequence numbers, correct? So this is the first step. So after this, what we can do? So now we have assigned a sequence to all these records. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have assigned sequence. So then what we have to do? So here you can see E, B, G, D. So let's think all these characters in which table are there. So the first letter is E. Where it is there? In table B, first record. So I'll also assign here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that you can understand clearly what we are doing and how the process is going on. So E, for the first letter is E. E. So in table B, E is in first column, which is nothing but it is a odd number. Okay, and the next letter is B. Where it is B, where it is present in table A here. So which means this is even. Okay, and the next letter is, I'll just arrange it. So the next letter is B. B where it is present here. We already assigned it as a even, right? So next letter is G. G where it is there here. So which is nothing but this is also odd number, right? And the next letter is D. Where it is D is here in table A. So the sequence number is 4, which is nothing but even. Correct? So this is the output. It is like this. So what here you can observe one thing from table A, from table B. What you can observe is, if you see in table A, we have all even numbers. If you see in table B, we have all odd numbers, correct? So which is nothing but from table A we need to take even numbers, and table B we need to take odd numbers. Okay, so let's think still till here only. And next, how we can get this output, that we will see next step. So the first thing is we need to get even numbers from table A. So we have already assigned here sequence numbers by using expression. Okay. So for this expression, we have to use sequence generator to assign the sequences. Okay. After this, in this expression, what we have to do is, so even numbers we need to get from table A. So in this logic, what we need to apply in this expression, if of next value by 2 equal to 0, then even. Okay, or else odd. This is the logic we need to apply in expression. Okay, and next, what we need to do? So since we have two tables, right? So in the output, by the combination of even and odd records are there. So to get the combination records from both the tables, what you can do? You can do union. Okay, union all. You need to use the union transformation uh, to combine the outputs of both the tables. Okay, after applying this, so before this you need to do one thing. Here, if you see the logic, we are getting either even or odd number. If it is 0, we will get even numbers. Okay, if we get other than 0, modulation by 1, if we get remainder as 1, then it will get odd number. So here we are getting both numbers. Here we need to focus only on the even numbers. So to get only even numbers, what you can do, you can use filter on even. So if you use even and filter out only the if you use filter, if you filter out only the even records, then we will get BD. Okay, the same way I'll just copy this entire thing till here, table B. But table B also, you have to use one expression and you have to assign the sequence numbers by using sequence generator. In that expression, you have to create one variable flag. So there also you have to give the same logic. Okay. But here in the filter, what you need to do? In table B, we are focusing only on the odd numbers. So you have to filter only the odd records. Correct. So next here, so to combine these two records from both the tables, we have to use the union all transformation. Okay. So fine. Till here, what we how the output will look like is, so here is B D B D and then E G. Okay, E G. B D E G. We got the output till here. But is this the correct output? What we are looking? E B G D. Here is E B G D. But here is B D E G. So what we can do from here, take same, take the same expression and give the same value. So after union. So what I'm doing is here also I'm applying the sequence. So I'm assigning the sequence values for this. So I'm taking after union transformation, I'm taking one more expression transformation that sequence numbers. Okay, I'm applying the even and odd records, because here what we need to do, we need to jumble these characters, right? But it is not in the correct way. So what we should get, b ebgd means v v e b 1, g means 4, d means 2, 3 1 4 2 we need 3 1 4 2. So what we can do, if you again divide here the even and odd records, from here you take router transformation. Okay, in this router we can create groups, right? Even one group and odd one group. So what I will get here, even in the sense e and then comma g, odd b comma e, correct? So the required output here is we will pass uh, even to one target. So hmm. So this will go to target table 1, target table. Okay, and we'll just copy paste the same target table. So which means it will just create alias name. So we use only one table. So if you do like this, we pass the even and odd records to the target tables, you will get this UBGD output. Okay. So whenever you got a scenario, you have to analyze in this way. First, you need to implement the logic. You have to design it first. Take a pen and paper. First, you need to analyze whatever the thoughts you will get it. Okay. So after you are convinced with your this analysis, then try to implement the mapping. So then and there you can check the output and you can debug each and transformation then and there itself, so that you will get an idea. So this is how we can get the output. So let's try to design the mapping on this same. Okay. So I'm just creating one mapping here. So what we can give the mapping is custom even or flow. Okay. So we should have two sources. So for that we need to create a first tables, right? So over here I have already created the tables. You see in source, I have created it as a alpha and alpha. So in both the tables we have A, B, C, D. In alpha 1, E, F, G, H. Okay. In the target also, we need only one target, right? One target table. So I have created class a T underscore alpha. Oh, don't keep them outside. So I have only one column. Here also I have only one column. Okay. So let's take alpha 1. Okay, sources. Let's drag and drop one more source. So first source is, go to source. The source connection is source. Select the object. Let's select first one as alpha. Okay. So I'm gonna use the same table name for this source name. Okay. So how many fields we have? Only one field. So the second source is alpha 1. Yeah, I'll just rename this transformation name as a table name so that we can easily identify. So we have two sources, right? So what we have designed here, next we need to take expression, okay, with the sequence number, and this is the logic. So the table also I'll just select it. Table, the connection is target. So object is t underscore alpha. Right. T underscore alpha. So before loading, I'll just truncate the table and load. The target table field is column. So let's take one expression now. Expression here, and we need one more expression, right, for the second source. And we should have a sequence generator as well. So I'm taking two sequences for each source. If you are getting confused, then you can take variable sequence and you can assign the sequence separately. So why I'm taking this is it's very easy and compared to creating the ports manually. So now what I do, for each sequence I will disable the input columns. Okay, here on sequence I'm taking increment by 1, initial value is 1. I'll just reset it, okay, for the next one. In advance you can see here disable incoming feeds. So now we have only output. So for the second sequence also I'm doing the same. I'll just reset it, increment by 1, initial value 1, disable incoming fields. Okay. So now what we need to, drag and drop the source to expression, and pass the sequence value to the columns. Okay, so now we are done. So from the first expression alpha, right, what we need to do here, table A, let's assume alpha as table A, alpha 1 as table B. So first we need to get even records, okay, or else if you want to get the odd record, then you can do the odd records. Okay. Okay. So here what we need to do, we have incoming field column 1 which is coming from source, and the next value and the current value which is coming from sequence. So we need to create one output field, right? We have to create the lang. Its a type is string because here I am giving even or odd. If it is a decimal, then we have to give it as 0 not equal to 0. Okay. So next value before next value divided by 2 equal to 0, then even, else 1. validate it. It is valid. And I'm just copying it because I'm going to use the same logic in then another expression. Validate. Okay. So I'll rename this expression as well. Odd underscore expression, even expression. So we'll get clear idea. Even numbers are coming from alpha, odd records are coming from alpha. Okay. So we till here we are done. So after expression, what we need to do? We need to filter the even and odd records. Okay. So let's take filter transformation. Filter transformation here and filter. So here we have even, right? So we need to filter out the even records. Here I can see incoming, the flag one is coming and sequence the column from source. So filter auto advanced edit filter rate over flag equal to even. Since it is a even filter, we are filtering even. The expression is fast. Here also I'll rename it as even filter. Okay, and here filter. Here also same columns will come to the same flag equal to odd. Expression is passed. So we got even and odd filters. So then what we have to do? So we need to combine by using union odd. So union transformation here. So what this union transformation will do? Will take multiple inputs and will give only single output, right? So here we have input 1 and input 2. I will just rename it as a even and odd. So incoming fields, here is input even odd. So output fields, as of now we don't have any output fields since we haven't connected it. So I'll pass even to even and odd to odd. Okay. So we have connected. So now we got the output ports. So what, and before passing the columns to this union transformation, the both tables, table A and table B, should have the same columns. Okay, columns and structure should be the same. So then only we can get the same output structure. So here you need to be very careful, otherwise you will not see these output fields. Okay, in the field mapping, we have two groups, right? Even and odd. We need to map this to the smart map. Okay, for even and for odd also to the smart map. In advance, we don't have anything. That's it. Okay. So till here we are done. So let's see this output is coming or not after the union transformation. VDEG. So here output fields, we how many fields we have? Column one, current to next to four columns are there, right? So before that, we need to connect to the target, right? Otherwise, we can't debug here. This is because the mapping is in invalid state. Once it is in valid state, then only we can debug. So let's connect further, then we will debug from here. Okay. After union, so after union, what we have to do? Again, we have to create one expression. Okay, same the logic we need to do. Take one expression. For this expression, again we need to define one sequence, right? Sequence should be give here. Sequence generator transformation. Just repeat the same steps. Okay, here disable the incoming fields. In sequence will be one. Just reset it. We don't have any incoming fields, right? We already disabled. So let's pass the sequence to this expression transformation. So I'll just rename this as after unions. Okay. So in expression, we should see the incoming fields like this. Mm, okay. From union, what how many columns we should require? Only one column, right? This is the column which is coming from source. So that one column only we require. So we don't need all these sequence values. The current next flag, these are all not required. Okay, I'll just remove it. So now we can see in the expression the incoming field is only the column, and we have assigned the sequence generator, so we are getting next value and current value. Okay, the same thing here also we have to define one flag. Configure the same logic before next value by divided by 2 equal to 0, then even or odd. Validate. So it is valid now. So now what we have to do here, the logic here is we need to route the data even and odd. Okay. So to route the data, what we have used here, router transformation. So let's take that. So router transformation define the groups. Here we have incoming all this. Okay, that's fine. Define two groups here. One is event configure advanced edit filter condition. So this equal to even. So even the record should go to the event record event table. Where is our so here we are routing of the odd records. So we have defined this. These are all the increments. Okay. So if you see here, we got even and odd record. I'm just taking this instance again, copy, paste it. You see here the target will. So just drag and drop to the heart. So we have two tables. So here I'm using only one target table, okay? Yeah, but I'm using an instance of the target. That doesn't mean that it will create another target, okay? Just only one target. It will not any again to the name of target one in the Oracle. It will not create it. So event to target and add to target one. So we haven't selected the target table here. So let's select that. So we already selected it. So I'm just renaming it then so that it will not get confused. Okay, field target field. This is the one field mapping we have to do. Column one to column. So I'll just rename this target one also. So T alpha one. Okay, target field same will be there. So I just need to map the column one to column. So now we are done with the mapping. So till here we are done, right? So let's save it. It should be valid. If it's not, we need to add. Okay. So now it is valid. So let's check let debug till union whether we are getting the correct output or not. So this is the expected output till union all. Let's see whether we can get it or not. Okay. So go to preview, run preview. Let's see. So that data preview has finished successfully. Let's see. So BDEG we got the output. What is here? So BDEG. So whatever we have developed the mapping till union transformation, it's correct. Okay. And let's check after this data transformation. Here also let's check. The data preview has been finished. So here default we are not mapped, right? We need to see for even and odd records. For even and odd groups, okay? So here DG we are getting for even, odd is DE, okay? So DGP. So this is what we are expected, right? But if you see here, we are getting the next value, current value flag also. So what we can do in the incoming fields, okay, review what output is the target, the incoming fields are all this uh, field mapping. So we just required only column one. So that's what we have mapped. So in target it will be only one. Okay. So we have done this one. Let's create the mapping task. Empty underscore custom even not load. Please select the runtime environment, select the mapping. So this is the mapping we have created. See, you can explain this as a one complex designing in your project. They might ask you what is the complex mapping which you have created in your project so that you can explain this as well. Since we have used so many transformations here, sequence transformation and expression filter union and then router and source center. Okay, so click on next. Here you can see all the sequences, they are all using the initial value husband and current value husband. Okay, click on next, save it. So the mapping task also it is valid. Let's run it. So it is running. So you can see here we have loaded as 4. So 4 records we have. So in even 4 odd 4, right? So from table A, you need to load 2, from table B, 2 records, total 4. So this many records has been loaded. Let's check in the target table. For alpha. So B, D, G. So here E, B, G, D should come, right? But what we are getting here, B, E, D, G. What we can do, so let's just modify something in our mapping. Here we pass the odd even first, right? Let's pass first even and odd. Let's check router. So first create even odd. Save it. So according to the output, you just need to change some modification. That's it. So let's rerun this task again. Mapping task. So it started. So again, it will load only 4 records, but it should be in our required output format. So it has loaded 4. So DGB, we got DGB, right? DGB, it is in a reverse chronicle order. So what we can do, So in the mapping, mm, so we just need to change the order. So what we can do here, we can use auto transformation. So as I said, we just need to do some modification and rerun it. Let's see whether we'll get the required output or not. I hope it should come now. So 4 records are loaded. So EBGT, EBGD. So this is the required output, right? So we got the same output in the target table. Okay. So what I have done is we just need to just change this even and odd. You see in the router, the first group I have done is odd, then I have done the even group. So that the same odd groups into that respective targets. That's it. So in this way, you have to analyze and do it. So we will get the required output. So I hope you guys understood this. Please go through this video and see. Please do like and share my videos to your friends and who are attending the interviews on IICS. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you. Bye.